Hello and welcome to the Tie-Dyed Therapist. I'm your host, Richard Killian. In today's episode, Wisdom Card Wednesday, we're going to discuss the topic, It's Only a Pill. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining me today. It's only a pill. I often say this to clients, particularly those that are looking for antidepressants to help with clinical depression. What do I mean by that? Am I being reckless? Am I being careless? Am I being flaky when I say it's only a pill? I don't think so. What I really try to explain to people is that although I am definitely for antidepressants, I've seen them been used very successfully over the course of people's treatments. It is only a pill. It's only a medication. The way that I view depression, the way that I view anxiety and some of these issues that are often medicated, is that it's not just medication that makes a difference. Sometimes it's a series of very small steps. Excuse me. For instance, in the case of depression, whenever I speak to somebody to find out their level of depression, I want to find out things like their sleeping habits, their eating habits, their exercise habits. How much time are they spending alone and isolated as opposed with people and getting some interaction? Do they have pets? What is their life actually like? I want to look at a more global perspective of who they are as a person, how long they've been feeling this way, and what can we do about it with some simple steps. Sometimes it's not just that a pill will take care of everything. Many times it doesn't. Many times antidepressants, the first time they're administered, they don't work because they're not the right medication for that person. There's a lot of trial and error that goes on in finding the right medication and the right dose for an individual. Doctors will tell you this. So what I try to do in my work with people is I try to set up a series of small steps, things that people can do individually and automatically to see if they can cause a change in their depressed mood. For instance, if a person has not been getting any exercise and has just sort of been in this sort of malingering place, I encourage them to start taking a walk. Even if it's the first thing in the morning, even if it's just I walk around the block once to start, because what has often happened for people is they get outside, they start walking, they get out in fresh air, they see people, they see plants growing, they see animals. They start thinking, I don't want to just walk around the block once. I want to walk several miles, or I want to walk to the park and back. I want to do something a little bit more energetic than just walk around the block. And what they find, interestingly enough, is that walk elevates their endorphin levels, and it makes them feel good when they finished, because they actually accomplished something that day that they intended to. So the walk is a good idea, right? How much caffeine are you taking in? How much food are you taking in a day? Are you overeating? Are you finding that you overeat so much that then you feel like you have to sleep? How much sleeping are you doing? Sometimes people that are depressed sleep many, many hours. And they do this to sort of cocoon, to hibernate in a way. So we work on experimenting with things like eating and sleeping and regular wake times and regular bedtimes. And how do people set up sleep hygiene routines so that improves their mood? There's so many different ways that people can elevate their mood without taking a pill. Now, just to sort of come back to my topic, which was it's only a pill. Sometimes people's depression is so great that they do need a pill. You know, when antidepressants were first created, I believe they were really created to help people get over a serious hump. So in other words, most people get sad and blue on a fairly regular basis, but they snap out of it. I might be having a bad day on Tuesday, but by Wednesday, I'm feeling good again. If you're clinically depressed, it doesn't matter if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, you're still depressed. And maybe this depression has gone on for a long time, and no matter what you do, no matter how many times you walk around the block, no matter what you eat, no matter how many hours you sleep, you're still depressed. So this is when an antidepressant can be a godsend for people. Again, all of this stuff has to be monitored very carefully by a medical professional, preferably a psychiatrist. But even general practitioners can prescribe antidepressant medications. It's just that you want to be very careful and you want to include your pill with some therapy and with some time with friends, people that care about you. You want to make sure that your recovery from depression is all inclusive, that you have a bigger perspective about this illness than what you had before. Because one thing that I know about depressed people is that their thinking is often a little bit jumbled. So anyway, that's what I meant by it's only a pill. I wasn't trying to be cavalier about it, but I do want people to recognize that your mental health and your well-being, there's so many things that come into play with that, and it's not just medication. So I leave you with that today. I wish you well, and I thank you for watching The Tie-Dyed Therapist, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.